The latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation and we are the United States of the world. We welcome people from every corner of the world, from every continent, country, from every colour, class, creed, gender, background, financial status, educational level. We don't see any of those superficial differences in people. We recognise everybody just as human beings. That's a non-separatist ideology. We're not pigeonholing people. Everybody is just part of one big happy family of humanity. And we recognise that every human being is totally unique and so has something unique to offer our community and therefore is of equal value to every other member of our community. We should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly, and I'll be heading over there in just a moment to check that things are working there as they should be. But I see we've got Lewis in on YouTube from Portugal already, and a little bit more about We Share Abundance. We are a cloud nation, and we have been around for about 3 years. We're an emerging nation, and we've spent those 3 years putting in some really solid foundations, and we're now in a position where we're starting to expand our economy, increase our income, our gross national product, and through doing that, increase the liquidity and the value of our currency. And that, of course, will benefit all members because we distribute our currency totally free to all our active members every month, and they build up a stock of the currency, and then as the liquidity starts to really increase, they'll be able to cash in on that wealth that they've been building. Of course, we have other options as well where people can generate income from commissions and from special staking programs that pay out on a regular basis, and those are putting food on the table for a lot of people right now. But the wealth builder is really attractive, even though it is often misunderstood, because we are building that for the future. We're here for generations to come, not just for a few weeks, months, or years, but for literally generations. And that wealth builder is going to be your legacy for the future, for future generations, as well as the fact that it's going to provide you with a sustainable income going forward. It's going to grow more and more in value and in quantity, and it's going to give you that financial security that everybody seeks, as well as there being lots of different opportunities that you can earn from as we're going along. With that said, let's get over to Facebook and see what's going on there. I'm heading over there right now. I want to make sure my speakers are off. Yes, they are. I'll be looking now for We Share Abundance Publicly group. And when I get there, I'll be looking for the 4th, I think. Yeah, 4th of July. Happy Independence Day to everybody from the United States. And got the 4th of July, good. And now we've got the comments panel up, and we've got Norman Firth in at the top of the comments in Facebook, followed by Bozina. Norman's from Doncaster, UK. Bozina is from Edinburgh in Scotland. Kingsley is also in from Manchester in the UK. So a lot of UK representation, only one from Portugal so far, but we will have more coming along. Right. We will be getting started in just a moment with a short prayer to help you find true happiness in life. Happiness can't be bought. It doesn't matter how much money you've got, you won't necessarily be happy. It will give you a lot of material things and help you pay off your bills, and it may help you to live a stress-free life, but you won't be totally stress-free because you'll always be searching for something else. You won't be wanting to fill that urge for something. There's something else you need, and that's that true happiness, that contentment, and that can only be found through loving service to others. The great thing about when you focus on being of loving service to others is that everything else that you wanted and needed in life will automatically flow to you. So that's what our little prayer is about. It's about helping you along that path. And then we'll have a little affirmation that helps us cement that non-separatist ideology that we have, where we just see everybody as brothers and sisters. And excuse me, that snuck up on me. Right, where was I saying? Where we just see everybody as brothers and sisters in that big family of humanity. Okay, so I intend to get started right now. Deborah's missing again. I am a little bit concerned about Deborah Nichols. If anybody knows anything about her, please, keep us informed. She's a lovely lady and usually is around in these live events, and she's been missing a lot. So I think that things may not be too good for her at the moment. Keep her in your prayers. Okay. Talking of prayers, here's our little prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, each member may find the joy of service. And through service, bless each member that they attract into their life true happiness and everything that they want and need. Amen. Okay, we've also, I see, got Richard in from Devon, not far from me, also in the UK. The little affirmation we have goes like this. We are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Right. Oh, we got Liz Groves in. Hey there. Lovely to see Liz in here. I know she does a lot of work with her dog. It's fun, but it's demanding. She does a lot of walking and cross-country things and generating cash through her efforts for various different charities, her and her buddy, her dog. So lovely to see you here, Liz. Okay, right, where are we? We are progressing. We've started the development on the withdrawal processing plan that we have. We still don't have a date for when, we don't have a timeline for it because we're not far enough into it yet to know exactly when we're likely to complete that. But we are now started and we are working on it quite intensively. Our target date is the 1st of August to go live with that plan. If things go really well, we might do it before. If things don't go so well, it may take a little bit longer. August the 1st is a target date. It's not cast in stone. It is what we're aiming for. So keep that in mind, please. But it is a very good, stable, sustainable, and what's the word? In line with the law. Anyway, I can't think of the word at the moment. But it is nearly had the word there. Doesn't matter. It's legal, sustainable, and it will be available ongoing. It will work. We've had withdrawals previously, and what we were doing was not sustainable. We would have had to close down as a country. And what good is a country that's closed down, you know? We took another route. We had to find a better way, and we found one, and it is pretty unique and compliant. That's the word I was looking for. It is compliant in every way, legally, it's sustainable and very secure. And it may not seem like it's a big step, but once you get to know how it works and you really get into it, you'll find that it will thrill you, it will help you, and it'll help so many people, especially in third world countries, where a few dollars a month can make a huge difference in their lives. Okay. We got Andrew in as well from New Zealand, where it will be Wednesday morning. So we have that going, and I did send out an email, or we are currently sending an email. It takes quite a long time. It'll take probably 5 hours to get out to all. We're sending it to, it's around about 50,000 people. These are people that are currently registered and active in We Share Abundance, and people that were active in the gold mailer, which we had prior to We Share Abundance, but never transferred over into We Share Abundance. Total of about 50,000 people. And I think we've sent it to about half of them so far. I can have a quick look now, see how it's going. We've just done 30,000. But it takes a break every 10,000 to let the server cool down and to stop it getting clogged up. So that's going out now to, as I say, those people that are registered. A lot of them don't log in very often, and when they do log in, they don't read their emails because they build up too many and they just log out again. So we need to get information to them to let them know that withdrawals are going to be available. And so we've had to build this email system that will allow us to contact people through email as well as through the inbox in We Share Abundance. Once we get people back into We Share Abundance and reading their messages, then the email system won't be needed as much. But we do intend also, we've got another 160,000, I think, of people that were members and have dropped out for whatever reason, usually because they didn't understand about the wealth builder and the value of it, because they're used to the hype that is out there on the internet about getting rich quick. We're going to get everybody rich, but it's going to take a little bit of time, a lot faster than a 40-year job. Not that many people stay in a job for 40 years nowadays. I think the average is only about 2.5 years or something ridiculous. But when I was a kid, you know, people stayed in a job for 40 years. And at the end of that, they got a little pension, you know, a handshake, pat on the head, and off you go. And they struggled to make ends meet on the pension, as they'd struggled all their life to make ends meet on their salary. So that was the old way. We are bringing in a new way where we're going to help people find some security financially, and then we're going to teach them how to get out of that poverty trap. Okay, so that's going on right now. Those emails are going out. We've not started the emailing of the deceased members, the ones that we've removed, but that will be happening as we move forward, as we get closer, because when we contact those people, we'll want to be able to say, okay, this is when it's going to happen, and get yourself in position now, because things are going to start growing very quickly once we have that in place. We did grow very quickly when we first started, but as I say, what we were doing was not sustainable. A lot of people made a lot of money. I say a lot of people. It was a minority of the people that we had enrolled. We had like 40,000 people that were active, and out of that 40,000 people, probably 1,000 or 2,000 made a lot of money quite quickly. It wasn't what we'd intended, but we got carried away with it. But we recognized the problems, and we've spent a lot of time now changing things, as I say, and putting in those really solid foundations on which we can build for the future in a stable, sustainable, and compliant way. Right. So that is the development. That's what's going on development wise. There are a couple of other things that we've done in development, but they're not worth mentioning, even though we've spent some time on them. They're mainly back-end things, just sorting out little bugs and things. Just getting this email system up and running took quite a long time. Getting the list out and uploading it, checking for duplicates and various other things, but it is there. We also did get all the stable stake payments made today. I only just finished those a little bit before we came live here. It's quite a lengthy process. An even lengthier process is the next one that we'll be starting tomorrow, which is the payment of the secondary staking. But if you're in stable stake, you should have received your monthly returns now. These are good programs. These are programs that people have opted to join, and this is helping them pay their bills on a weekly, well, no, not weekly, these are monthly, the staking plans, but it's helping them to get some monthly income that is flowing into them. In the stable stake, it's a limited amount because you can only stake $100. It's limited because it's building through the first year to generate more income through the following years. It's a one-time $100, and it goes on indefinitely. Secondary staking lasts for 5 years, and that has no cap. You can put in as much as you want, and that has a finite life. It's a 5-year plan. It returns a very good return on your deposit over that 5-year period. And once again, that is paid monthly. Both stable stake and secondary stakes are paid currently in USDT. As the liquidity of the new token, we're moving the token from Waves into the Binance Smart Chain. And as that gains in liquidity and becomes sufficiently liquid to allow withdrawals in pretty much good, let's just say good quantities, there will be an option to withdraw in the new token. And that may well be a better option than USDT, although USDT is good because you know what you're getting. It's stable in the fact that it is tied to the dollar. But by the time our own currency is getting up there in liquidity, it will be increasing in value every month as it did in the past. And that may then be a better option for you, and you will have that option. Commissions, of course, on sales of our products and services are paid instantly, and you can withdraw them as soon as you have $10. From Poverty Crusher, we're currently paying that also in USDT. And from the Easy Business Builder and the Success on a Plate platform, we're paying currently in our Wheat Abundance tokens. We can do that because it's self-balancing in liquidity and balances the supply and demand automatically. As we move on to the Binance Smart Chain, there will be other ways that we are balancing liquidity that I'm still investigating and learning, because it doesn't appear that anybody has done it quite the way that we will be doing it. We're breaking new ground, as we have with so many other things. Just makes it a bit more difficult. And we've got Eric Bouchard in. Hey Graham, will everyone be able to withdraw with the new token? Yeah, as per the message in your inbox. I'm not going to go through it all. I've been through it for the past 2 days, and but the message is there, and yeah, withdrawals will be automated. We are doing the development on it now. Okay, and that will affect you've got to be an active elite member. So if you're not at the elite level, if you're not in all 6 pools, you need to get into them, and you need to be active, and that means you've got to be logging in half the available days in a month. If you do that, then you will be automatically in the withdrawal system there, and it will follow the rules of the withdrawal. You can, the minimum you're going to get is $10 a month, but it's in your hands. You can build that up to whatever level you choose for monthly withdrawals. Okay, and that is outlined in both in the email that went out, or is still going out now today, and also in the message that's in your inbox. Okay, today we also took advantage of the Beyond Infinity offer for the July the 4th, which was to buy another car. I'll show you what we've got in a moment. We've got quite a few of them. And of course, they will all be used for generating income. We don't need the cars. We don't want a fleet of cars or anything. That they will be sold at whatever price we can get for them. Essentially, they're free. But the offer today was to get, instead of 100 times the value of your deposit, 150 times. So we were just $10 short of another car anyway. We had $240 in our wallet, but we had to withdraw that and then pay with crypto, which is what they've insisted on this month for whatever reason. So we had to withdraw the 240 and then pay 250 with crypto. And that means that we get a $37,500 car in 12 months' time. What we sell them for doesn't really matter, because the income we generate from that deposit means that the car has cost us nothing by the time we get it. and so we'll just auction them off in our mall, which will be built before we get to receiving these cars. Let's just do a screenshot and I'll show you. I think I'll show you where we are with them. If I can get the screenshot working, where are we? Share screen. Understand. Window. Share. Back here. Show on stream. And if I get back to Facebook, we'll check that it's working for you. Yep, there it is. So those are the cars we've bought so far from the Beyond Infinity plan. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 vehicles ordered now, and they range in price from that one's 500. That's a $50,000 is the most expensive we've got in this account. We have a car ordered in the other account, which is over $100,000, $125,000 in the other account, but it's the only one we've got in there. But we've got 14 in here, and most of them are $25,000 cars. The one we ordered today, 4th of July, will be $37,500, and then we've got 1, 2, 3 that are $50,000 vehicles. As I say, it doesn't matter what we get for them. We'll just sell them for whatever we can. We'll auction them in our own mall, and it will generate extra income for the Treasury, and it all goes back out to the members. We are a not-for-profit organisation. Everything that we get in goes out to the members one way or another. Okay, so I wanted to show you that we bought that today, to take advantage of that July the 4th offer. Right. How many active members do we have now? I'll give you the numbers in a moment, Eric. I do have them here, and we give them out every day. Unless I forget. Some days I forget to read them out, but we have them out. I'll get to them in a moment. So that Beyond Infinity offer is there for any of you guys as well that want to take it up. It's only available today. To get 150%, you have to pay with crypto. And the rest of this month, the rest of July, you will still have to pay with crypto, but you can, every other day, you will get a 125% increase in your car. So, you put $1,000 in today, you get a $1,500 vehicle in 12 months. You put $1,000 in tomorrow, you get a $125,000 vehicle in 12 months. So that offer is extended through the rest of July at 125%. Today it's 150%. So if you can do it today. You will make your money back before you get your vehicle through the BIG, the Beyond Infinity Gold plan. So very, very sound. I'm going to have a quick look now. I'm not going to do a screen share on it, but I'll have a quick look now to see where we are with the ETF plan. I don't think we've done much today with it, but we'll just have a quick look to see if there's much happening there. We've got until the end of July to get 15,000, which will allow somebody a trip, free trip, fully expenses paid holiday, basically, to Bahrain. And we still need another 13,000, or a little bit shy of 13,000, but we've got another 27 days to go. So it's still very doable. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. I know of a couple of thousand that will be coming in. That will mean that we'll need roughly 10,000. So if you want a chance for that vacation, put some of your money into work with ETF pools. Very, very powerful plans. If you can do the ETF Flexi Pool, that is a great plan. It pays you almost 1% per day, compounded daily, and you can access your funds and your capital, your deposit and your earnings at any time you want. It is very flexible. So that's a great plan to get into, but you need a minimum of $999. So put 1,000 in if you've got it. It's very powerful. Okay. And you get in the raffle there's only one place that we'll get with, for the vacation, and you'll go in the raffle. Anybody that wants to participate in that can have the raffle ticket in, and I think there'll only be probably 15 or 20 people maybe that will be in the raffle. So you probably have a very good chance of winning. Okay. And Bit Sports is still doing very well. They don't do anything on Mondays, but you do still generate income from referrals in Bit Sports. But the passive side only operates from Tuesday through Sunday. Monday they do all their sorting out, if you like. But we're doing well. We put $10 in. That's all we've put in. We have referred people, but our earnings are now up to $138.14, and that is from the 29th of May. So it's a little bit over a month, isn't it? A little bit over a month. $138 for $10 and a few referrals. Going very well. It's a good plan. I like it very much. We have a totally passive one that we've got into in Bit Sports. We have two accounts. The passive account, we put $200 in, and I think that's made about $44. Here we go, $45.78 so far since the 30th of May. Totally passively in just over a month on $200. I think that's a very good return. We've not done anything with that. We've not even, nobody knows the link for that, so we can't refer anybody. Well, we could go out there and put it out, but deliberately we've not shared it because we just wanted to see what that was going to produce. 100% passive income, and it's doing really well, and it's a good plan. Okay, let me see what else. Yeah, the secondary staking will be getting paid tomorrow. Hopefully I don't know whether I'll get them all done tomorrow. It depends on how much other work I've got to do. I've got lots of things on my plate at the moment. So I don't think we'll get all the secondary stakes paid, but we'll get started on them tomorrow. Okay, we have the numbers for you. Eric was interested, and I know some other people are. Oh, and somebody was requesting the State of the Nation numbers. which I said I'd put into the group and then I forgot. So I got a reminder from somebody. Anyway, I did post them in there today. They are there for the numbers for June. Okay, so the numbers, the last 24 hours, we have a net increase of 19 in our registered members to 39,637. Net increase because we take people out that haven't logged in for 2 months, but we always get new registrations, and usually the registrations outweigh the number we're taking out. At the beginning of the month, it can be a little bit even, but it usually builds as we go through the month. So it was a net increase of 19 in the last 24 hours. We are up 24 in our active member count in the last 24 hours to 3,659. Once again, the active members dips at the beginning of the month. We usually lose. In fact, we lost how many? We dropped 507 between the end of June and the 1st of July. And that is because people don't understand what they've got to do. They think, oh, I'm active, that's okay. And then they don't log in half the days in the current month. And while they're active throughout the end of that month, that's fine. But the next month, they're not active because they've not kept up their activity. And so they have a bit of catching up to do. But the trend generally in active members is now again on the increase. This time, let's see, the 4th of July, we've got 3,659. The 4th of June, we had 3,489. So just short of 200. We're just short of 200 in the last month, looking at it that way. I don't think I've got the 4th. No, I haven't got the 4th of May. That is on a paper that's long since been binned. Okay. But there you go. That's where we are with our active members currently. As the withdrawals start being paid, the difference between our registered members and the active members will level out an awful lot more. Multiply Weezer, not really much change there. The bonus pool went up a few cents, but not enough to move it into the next dollar. It's still at $10,187. The email verified members in Multiply Weezer went up by 47 in the last 24 hours. But Multiply Weezer won't really get going until we move the Weezer token into the Binance Smart Chain as well. And that won't happen until we've completed the transfer of the Weezer Abundance token and got the withdrawals working smoothly and the liquidity pools properly funded. Okay, I don't see any more questions here. I'm going to check in the app to see if we've got anything else from what's it called, Twitch or YouTube. I'm scrolling down, I'm looking, and no, there doesn't seem to be any more questions there. The only person I can see in there that's commented is Lewis from Portugal. So I think that covers it for today. Try and do 3 things for your own benefit financially, if you possibly can. Get into BitSports. That's only $10. You can put in more if you can afford more. That's fine. Keep working on your Vortic account. Get that built up as high as you possibly can. Once you've got that into that 10,000 plan, you will be on easy street. Not immediately, but within 6 months, you'll be retired once you get to that $10,000 level in Vortic. ETF, particularly if you want to have an opportunity of taking that Bahrain trip, make a stake in ETF. If you can afford it, do the Flexi plan. It's the best one. It's $1,000, but it is the best plan. The other two plans are still very good. It'll make you money. The one I like best of the two is the compounding pool, but your capital's locked up there for 6 months. You can't touch it. The ETF pool, you can't. There's no automatic compounding in that, but you can access your funds whenever you need them, both your deposit and your earnings. So that may suit a lot of people. But if you're in it for the money to build for the future, do the compounding plan at 350 or more. And if you've got 1,000, don't hesitate, get into that Flexi plan. And take advantage of that car offer if you can while it's still there. 150 times the value, it's a real good deal. You can get a really wonderful car to be driving around in 12 months time for next to nothing really. Well, it will be for nothing by the time there, but out of pocket you'll have to put your money out, and gradually it'll come back into you week by week. Okay, let's see if we've got anything else. Doesn't look like it, so that's it. I'll be here tomorrow, same time, same place, 7 p.m. London time, on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. Until then, get out there, be WISA warriors, share what we have. What we have is terrific. A lot of people don't really know how good what we have is, and it's only going to get better. But you can help people with those coupons. Give away those free coupons. You make $3. Okay, it's not a lot, but you make $3 for every coupon you give away, and that gives somebody that might need it a chance to make $15 giving away 5 coupons. And $15 can be a big help to people in some parts of the world. And if you do it consistently, and if they do it consistently, you and they will build a good, strong network of people and start earning some really powerful residual income. Sell the Poverty Crusher ad packs. They're only $5, and the compensation plan there is better than anything out there, bar none. There's one at the moment that I see advertised, $5 to, I can't remember what it says now, but it's $5 to profit or $5 to a fortune or something like that. Make $90,000 for a one-time $5 over and over again. Do the maths, How big a network have you got to build, even if you make 100% commission on those $5 to make even $100? You've got to build a network of 20 people if they're going to pay you 100% just to make $100. 200 people to make $1,000, and they're not going to pay you on 100%, are they? You know that. I know that. Don't fall for it. It's all hype. The Poverty Crusher plan is so powerful, but you've got to be consistent. Just bring a few people in every month, and you will build a huge income in Poverty Crusher. No hype. Okay? So get out there, be WISA warriors, share some love and abundance. It'll make you happy, it'll make other people happy, and it'll make you wealthy. Until then, tomorrow, I'll see you all. I love you all. Thanks for being here. God bless you. And I'll see you later, alligator. Ain't a wild crocodile. Yeah. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator. Yeah.